Hello everyone, and welcome to day 8 of exploration to the centre of the galaxy. Now look at that asp. Isn't she looking beautiful? I must say she is looking fine. How close is that a star?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
It's a massive, luminous sphere of plasma,
Hi
held
Astra.
together by its own gravity. They come in many different types and sizes. Their classification for you?
No, carry
Well,
on.
blue stars are the hottest, and they're called O-type. The coolest stars are red, and they're called M-type. In
Frameshift
order of
drive
increasing
charging.
temperature, the spectral classes are M, red, K, orange, G, yellow, F, yellow-white, A, white, B, blue-white, O,
4,
blue.
3, 2, 1, engage.
And there we go. You now know what every single star is, from colour to different letters in the alphabet. Thank you for that, Astra. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fuel scooping.
Right, so currently people, I am on my 1000 light year jump. I'll get away from this star before I go into the galaxy map.
Fuel scooping complete.
I must say we are really
Fuel
close
scoop disengaged.
to the centre. There's my position. So I'll start from home first. Let's go to Seoul. 23,000 light years away. From Sagittarius A, we are really close. 2,400 light years. That, for a explorer, excuse me, is mad. But to be honest, I was hoping to see more stars appearing in the galaxy. But as you can see in the distance, there's a lot more. So I have a funny feeling I'm just about to fly into them. Into the massive cluster.
Frameshift drive charging.
And now I thank you all for watching my previous episode. I did say at the end of it I was going to talk about the story of Elite Dangerous. My story. Everyone has their own story.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And it's entirely up to you if you want to make a story out of this game or just play it because you like shooting ships or trading or whatever. I haven't gone for a story when I first started playing this game,
Fuel scooping.
but as time went by and my current position where I am today, the story has developed itself. And now we start with the story,
Fuel scooping complete.
well, in the system Sol on planet Earth.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
It was the start of the massive space race, as you can say.
Frameshift drive
My parents,
charging.
my great grandparents. Hang on, where am I going with this story? I have no idea. I'm just making it up as I go along, so I might mess up like halfway.
Ready to engage.
So anyway, my great grandparents gave birth to my parents.
4,
my granddad and their great parents, whatnot.
Engage.
And yes, so we are here in the year 3301. 5 years ago, my parents were working for the Federation.
Fuel scooping.
My dad was on the council, and my mum was a maid working for the council. She was cleaning up bins. Like I said, I'm making it up as I go along. And one
Fuel
day,
scooping complete.
my dad found this treasure. Or
Fuel
should I say my
scoop
mum, because
disengaged.
she works for the council. She found this treasure and she took it home and showed my dad. And what it was
Frameshift
it was an
drive
artifact.
charging.
Now this artifact, I would love to show you a picture of it, but I can't. It's an ancient artifact. It was from a long time ago, from the Fargoids.
4, 3, 2,
And because my parents were hiding it from the Federation, someone found out and stole it from us. And now, when the Federation found out that my parents were in possession of the artifact, they believed that they sold it on and it wasn't stolen. My dad denied this and everything, and it went to court and blah 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 blah. And then one day he didn't turn up to court because he was going to be sent to prison. So they put a bounty on his head.
fuel scooping complete.
Unfortunately, about 3 days after that event, my dad was captured and killed.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Me and my mother fled into Empire space. We took to a system. I can't remember the system name, but the starport was Kelly Market. And there, the Empire looked after us, raised us, taught us the Federation ways. And then I was old enough to purchase my Sidewinder.
4,
But
3,
because I was well known,
1, engage.
they thought, no, you know what, we're not going to give this bloke a Sidewinder. He's going to go straight for an Eagle, give him a combat ship. He can fight for us. So, I took the Eagle, fitted it out for combat,
Fuel scooping.
and then I was just doing, well, combat missions for the Empire. And one day, I went into an asteroid belt. And in this asteroid belt, I seen these pirates. And they were stealing cargo.
Fuel scooping complete.
So me
Frameshift
being me,
drive charging.
I felt bad for the people they were stealing from, so I
Fuel
attacked
scoop
them.
disengaged.
I wanted their bounty. And from there, I was born a bounty hunter. And I spent most of my time hunting down pirates and killing them for their money. And after this, I saved up enough funds to get my first Viper.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now, when I had my Viper, I still carried on working for the Empire and doing some bounty missions here and there and everywhere, killing pirates.
4, 3,
And then I came across this one person,
engage.
and this one pirate showed me that you can make a killing other ships and stealing their cargo. So therefore, I took my Viper
Fuel scooping.
and said, right, I am going to hunt people in the Federation because what they have done to my family. I probably forgot to scan loads of systems on the way.
Fuel scooping complete.
But
Cannot comply.
I was at Kelly's Market
Fuel
in
scoop
Empire Space,
disengaged.
and there was these two systems which were run by Federation. And now they were quite known to be quite good trade routes. Now the AI ships, there were quite a lot of Type 7s, Type 9s, haulers, adders. The perfect for a pirate. So I began my career as a pirate. As you can see by my statistics, smuggling, I've made 10 million by smuggling. I would say 5 million of that was from commodities smuggled, and the rest was from doing those seeking luxuries. But as over the course of killing quite a lot of Federation people and Federation
Frameshift
police,
drive charging.
because when I was putting out people from Super Cruise and stealing their cargo, the police did show up, and occasionally I was killing them. So I took a reputation for the Federation of being a pirate.
2, 1, engage.
So from there, I was hostile with the Federation, and I had a nice bounty on my head, about 100,000 credits. This is going back to 1.1. So the money you make from pirating and stuff is
Fuel
nothing. The
scooping.
rebuy cost was astronomical. And it was hard to make a living back then. It was hard. But after the
Fuel
Viper,
scooping complete.
I upgraded my ship to a Cobra Mark III. Now this Cobra Mark III had a bigger cargo
Disengage.
space, so I could spend more time pirating. And I was a pirate for a long time, and I loved my Cobra. It was the best pirate ship I owned, and I still got it to this day. I think it's back at Kelly's Market. And after that I made up enough money, about 5 million credits, to start my hauling career, and I bought a Type 6. Yeah, Type 6. And when I got that Type 6, I was smuggling illegal goods. I was doing those luxuries, made a bit more money, made about another 5 million.
Frameshift drive charging.
And then I had about 12 million in current assets. And I thought, right, I'm going to buy the Type 7. And then that's where my trading career did start off.
4, 3,
Then I found a nice trade route,
1,
and just done that day in, day out, day in and day out. Then I managed to get an ASP. No, I got the ASP before I got the Type 7. Sorry.
Fuel scooping.
But I didn't like it, because back then when I had the ASP, if you got damage to the ship, it would cost you a lot of money to repair it. So I got rid of it straight away and got a Type
Fuel
7.
scooping complete.
And after I'd done some more trade routes, I went for a Python.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And I was thinking, in that Python, I should become a pirate again and go back to the Federation and show them who I've become. and make my hostile rank even more worse. But one day I was trading in my Python. I was on open play and I was leaving a station, and all of a sudden I had this madman come out of nowhere and we just crashed into each other. But from there we took up a friendship, and then we started to just do wing trades, and then from that we made a killing. We made so much money it was pouring out of our eyes. We had enough money to then get a Type 9, the biggest ship in the game. I say, well, it's wide, fat, it's a cow, it's slow, it's heavy. It's the Green Goblin, as it were. In that ship, you could haul a lot of ton of that.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think the maximum ton we got out of it was about 500 tons. And we were making more profit than that. We're making about 600,000 profit per run.
4, 3,
So you can imagine
1.
how happy we were. But we were doing this in Federation space, where they don't like me very much, and every time I came into a system I was either getting shot at by the police, but because I had good shields and whatever, they didn't take my shields down before I could land, and they were so busy shooting me they didn't even scan me, so the station didn't open fire on me. So in a way I was quite lucky.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oops. But eventually my Federation rank went back to neutral. And I've noticed something about the Empire rank as well. I'll come back to
Fuel
that.
scoop disengaged.
I'm on the story. So therefore the Federation now knew that I wasn't a pirate anymore. They found out I was a trader and I was helping their economy. So from there I went back to neutral. But that it didn't stop with trading. We made up enough money to buy ourselves an Anaconda. And then with that Anaconda, that was such a warship and a multitasking ship. You can do whatever you want with it. You were trading, pirating, doing bounty hunting, community goals. That was fun. Helping out the Empire or Federation, fighting for both sides.
Frameshift drive charging.
And then one day I became a miner. I'll show you that in a minute. This is after
3.
I've done a couple exploration trips.
Engage.
I went to a first nebula, and that was only a small nebula, not that far away from humanitarian space. I believe it was only about 700 light years away, not far at all. And from there, that's where I got my exploration bug. That's where I was bitten.
Fuel scooping.
So I got back, sold all that data, then I was no longer on the bottom rank of exploration. And after that, I liked it so much, I went out again. I went a bit further
Fuel
this time.
scooping complete.
There's a nebula about 3,000 light years
Fuel
away,
scoop disengaged.
and that was a nice pink nebula. I went there, scanned it, and then from there I seen this star, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to turn home, I'm going to go straight to that
Frameshift
star,
drive charging.
because that star looked like it had a nebula around it. But that star, from my current position, was another 3,000 light years away.
4, 3,
And when I got closer and closer and closer,
engage.
I realised it was a massive line of O-type stars and a huge nebula. And I scanned the entire lot and made my way back home. And we have just popped into a lovely system.
Fuel scooping.
Stars galore. And then when I got home, I sold all that data, and I managed to get to Pathfinder. And then from there, I've done a bit more trading and got my money up and bought some more ships. I currently own a Sidewinder.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Bearing in mind, every single ship that I own, apart from the Anaconda, is maxed out. Everything A rated, the way I want it. Including this ship for exploration. So I own a Sidewinder, an Eagle, a Viper, a Cobra, an Adder, a Type 7, a Vulture, an Anaconda, which isn't fully maxed out yet, and my Asp. I might be forgetting one or two ships, but my next ship I want to purchase is the Imperial Clipper. Or I might go for the Python, I don't know.
Frameshift drive charging.
So my Empire rank is Lord. I'm not that far away from Baron, so I need to do that before I can get the Clipper. You know what?
3,
This episode
1.
has gone on for quite a while. I've been talking for God knows how long. And I'm sorry if it's bored you or if babbled on. But what's your story? Let me know in the comments. I could write a book. I could write a book on this
Fuel
game.
scooping.
And now I am on my way to the centre. Because that's every explorer's dream, to go there and see it. There's another star over there.
Fuel scooping complete.
Now I use Shadowplay to
Fuel
record,
scoop disengaged.
and I also use Movie Maker to put it all together. And then after that, I also use a program called Handbrake, and that cuts all the megabytes off it, or gigabytes, should we say. And that's a lot of stuff to do before uploading a video, and that takes an effect on the quality. So I've noticed that on one video I was showing you a brown dwarf,
Frameshift drive charging.
and to me that brown dwarf looked absolutely stunning. But on the YouTube video it was quite blurred out, and when it was that one that was spinning, and when it was spinning
3,
it was like hitching.
2, 1. Engage.
But on my screen it was spinning so fluently, it was hypnotizing. So when I watched the video back I thought, oh god, that red dwarf looks horrible. And there I was saying how beautiful it looks. You could hardly see it. So I do apologise
Fuel
about that.
scooping.
I am a amateur at doing this, so eventually I'll get a good program to do all this stuff in, but not yet.
Fuel scooping complete.
If you watch on a tablet,
Fuel scoop
the
disengaged.
quality is really good. if you're watching on like a TV or something, then
Frameshift drive
don't get me wrong, the
charging.
quality is good. It's a lot better than bloody 320p or whatever. It's still 1080p, but just what Handbrake does and Movie Maker does, that makes the quality a bit fuzzy. Shadow Play is not the best of
3, 2,
recording.
1, engage.
How long have we got to go? I've been travelling for a while.
Fuel scooping.
Another star. 864 light seconds. So I can scan that one. Just scan it through this star.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, there's one more behind us. Ooh, just about.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Is there a star orbiting that one? No. Ooh, that's an Earth-like world. So's that. I might go to these. Still unexplored. Alright, so ooh, I was meant to select it. Right folks, so what I'll do, I'm going to say my goodbyes here, and I'm going to leave you with a little montage of this Earth-like planet. I think it's an Earth-like planet, but anyway, I will see you in a second. Right, see you in a bit folks. And there it is. That is the Earth-like world, found so close to the centre of the galaxy. Isn't she beautiful? I'm going to call this planet Curious, because it's very weird for it to be so close to the centre in this mad array of systems around. For an Earth-like to develop out here, it's crazy. But as that goes into the distance, I will say my goodbyes. So everyone, I would like to thank you very much for joining me for day 8 of exploration to the centre of the galaxy. And we have found not one, but 2 Earth-like worlds really close to the centre. And we are about, I would say, 1,800 light seconds away from the centre. So folks, thank you very much, and I'll see you on day 9. Hopefully by then we will be at the centre of the galaxy. See you next time. Bye bye folks. Bye bye.